Military reporter Mike Gooding will retire after a 40-year career here at 13 News Now.
But before he goes, the U.S. Navy wanted to honor him for all of the work he has done for the military community in Hampton Roads. Photojournalist Jason Walsh gives us a look at this morning's surprise.
All right. Yeah.
When you were sitting in the audience and you saw the Admiral walk in, what did you think?
Well, I figured it out then. Until that moment, I was like, why am I even here for training on the day before I'm about to, not work here any longer? But then when the Admiral walked in, I was like, oh, okay, I see what's about to happen here. So I put two and two together pretty quickly.
We've had a close friend and partner in Mike, sharing the stories and updates of our Navy, a conduit from the waterfront to our neighborhood's living rooms. And my friend, Mike Gooding, has done that for almost 40 years. It's truly incredible. We can clap for that.
You don't ever think that the work that you do is something that would, elicit that kind of response, an actual medal.
Thank you for all you have done. Your dedication to fair and honest reporting is a remarkable achievement and is reflected in a lifetime of service to our Hampton Roads community. And now it is my honor, not to mention my great pleasure, to present Mike the Navy Superior Public Service Award. So Mike, if you could come up here with me.
When we were at breakfast the other day, you didn't say nothing about that.
No. They just said you needed some training. So,
well, that's true.
So here we go. All right, my friend.
Today, for them to kind of thank me is crazy. I mean, I feel a little, like I don't deserve it, but I'm grateful. Thanks. I happily accept.
You had to come in this morning for an 8 o'clock training when you were sitting in the audience. When you were sitting in the audience and you saw the Admiral walk in, what did you think?
Well, I figured it out then. Until that moment, I was like, why am I even here for training on the day before I'm about to, not work here any longer? But then when the Admiral walked in, I was like, oh, okay, I see what's about to happen here. So I put two and two together pretty quickly.
Tell me about this award that you got from the Navy today.
Well, I mean, it's fantastic, right? I mean, you don't ever think that the work that you do is something that would, elicit that kind of response, an actual medal, and then being the son of who I'm the son of, my dad was a Navy pilot who earned a lot of medals in his career, to actually get one of my own is kind of cool,
What do you think your dad would think about this?
I think he'd be proud. I think he'd kid me a little bit, that I was unworthy, but secretly I think he'd be proud.
They didn't have to do this, but they did.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I'm amazed. I'm amazed that they did not have to do this, but yet they did it anyway. And so, it kind of makes me wonder, it makes me think how lucky I am that all these years I've gotten to do the many amazing things I've gotten to do, and that somebody actually took note of it, that they thought that it was worthy, that it was worthwhile. So it kind of makes you feel good, right? That it wasn't all for nothing, that you actually did make a difference. So yeah, it's super flattering.
40 years. You gonna miss it?
Yeah, I am. In the one hand, I do know it's time. I mean, my body's telling me that, it's time to hang it up, but I don't want to. But yeah, I'm gonna miss it a lot. The content, the actual stories that you get to tell is really important, and I'll miss that. But the people that you get to encounter, like Admiral Cottle and his public affairs officer, Captain Hecht, I worked hand in hand with those guys for years, and now that's going to kind of come to an end. And so, yeah, I'm a little sad about that too. So yeah, that's not a good answer, I suppose. Like when Scott Cash retired, he was moving to California to be near grandkids. When David Allen retired, he was moving to Texas to be near his daughter. Or even Jeff Lawson, when he was retiring, he was going on a round the world cruise to Australia. Me, I'm going to go to a few Tides games around here and go to a couple of concerts, and we'll see what the future holds after that. It's different.
if you had any message to send to the Navy about doing this, which they didn't have to do, what would you say to the Navy?
Well, thank you. I mean, I would say to the Navy, thank you. Thank you, first of all, for, all these years of, letting me go down on a sub, go out on an aircraft carrier, fly in a jet. Thank you for letting me have that opportunity to be able to share that with our viewers. They didn't even have to do that. But for this today, for them to kind of thank me is crazy. I mean, I feel a little, like I don't deserve it, but I'm grateful. Thanks. I happily accept.
Hey, this is Tim Kaine wishing congratulations and really gratitude to my friend Mike Gooding, retiring after so many years being a staple of Hampton Roads television, retiring on April 1st. And I just got to say, it has been an absolute pleasure, Mike, to work with you over these many years. You started covering me when I was a Richmond mayor running for lieutenant governor, and you're one of only 3 people who was covering me then and is still covering me now. And you've always done a great job. You're a real patriot, great journalist, and somebody we're really going to miss. But I know you're retiring from this gig, but looking for other cool opportunities down the road. So enjoy some baseball, and then I'll look forward to seeing you out there.
Mike, I want to join so many friends in wishing you a great retirement. It's been great to work with you literally for decades.
Hey, this is Tim Kaine wishing congratulations and really gratitude to my friend Mike Gooding, retiring after so many years being a staple of Hampton Roads television, retiring on April 1st. And I just got to say, it has been an absolute pleasure, Mike, to work with you over these many years. You started covering me when I was a Richmond mayor running for lieutenant governor, and you're one of only 3 people who was covering me then and is still covering me now. And you've always done a great job. You're a real patriot, great journalist, and somebody we're really going to miss. But I know you're retiring from this gig, but looking for other cool opportunities down the road. So enjoy some baseball, and then I'll look forward to seeing you out there.
Mike, I want to join so many friends in wishing you a great retirement. It's been great to work with you literally for decades. You always held our feet to the fire, but I think we're always, a fact-based journalist. I also want to acknowledge what you've done for so many of our service members. I don't know if everybody in Hampton Roads and Virginia knows the number of times you've been deployed, particularly with our sailors, and you've always been the voice of so many folks in Hampton Roads, and particularly those who serve in the armed forces. So thank you for your great work. Thank you for your friendship. And I know you've got another chapter or 2 in your future. Good luck.
Hi Mike, this is Bobby Scott. You've been covering me for 40 years. Started with me in the state senate. You've been covering everything I've said and done. You've done a great job. You've earned a great retirement. Congratulations on a great career.
Hey Mike, this is Congresswoman Jen Kiggins. Just wanted to wish you a happy retirement and to say thank you for all your years of covering our military and our veterans who live here in Hampton Roads. We are certainly going to miss you, but we're excited for you, and I hope you enjoy retirement. I look forward to hopefully keeping in touch and seeing you again soon, but thanks for all you do for us.
Hello Mike, listen, I wish I could be there with you today in person. Today really is bittersweet. You've been such an integral part of the news media in the Hampton Roads region, really an icon there for 40 years. It's hard to believe it's been 40 years. You've been reporting on military operations for 13 News now. Your experience in traveling the world, embedded with military forces in 3 wars in places like Kosovo to Afghanistan to Iraq, and you cover the really true stories behind the American heroes that have served our nation in uniform. What a tremendous, tremendous contribution you've made to the community. The countless broadcasting awards that you've received through the years, from Best Local TV News People's Choice Award to the Coastal Virginia Magazine recognizing you, just all well-deserved honors. But the most important thing isn't necessarily the honors and accolades, all very, very well deserved. But Mike, I think the most important thing is you never have forgotten what truly matters in reporting, and that is that personal connection, telling those stories about our brave military men and women and their families, and also the folks that support them, and also relaying how important our military families are to the Hampton Roads area. You've had an absolutely remarkable career. You truly have put service above self. You've really reflected on what is best about our military. You've made that connection to folks that haven't served in the military for them to understand what service in the military is all about. That's a true talent to be able to do that. And you are passionate about the men and women that serve. You're passionate too about our great Commonwealth, about the Hampton Roads region, and it shows through in everything that you do in your reporting. I mean, you understand the issues from top to bottom, and that shows in what you do. And people truly value and respect what you have done through the years. You have made the Hampton Roads region, our Commonwealth in Virginia, and for that matter, our nation and our nation's military better because of what you've done to highlight the true service and sacrifice of those that have served. So Mike, thanks again. I wish you all the best. I wish you great happiness in the next chapter of your life. And please stay in touch. I'd love to continue to talk to you about all the things that are before you in the months and years to come. So Mike, thanks again. I wish you God's continued blessings, and I look forward to seeing you soon.